So when I was starting out at the beginning of the week and trying to come up with topics for the next video, I was kind of struggling, and my son walked into my cologne room, and he has just really started getting into fragrances and becoming really interested. In fact, he makes TikTok videos about some of the fragrances I have on my shelf, and why not? Because he's got a bunch to choose from. So he's like, "Dad, why don't you make a video talking about fragrances you don't like?" And I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I don't really do that here. I'm not really one of those negative channels. But every once in a while, you just got to listen to the little ones, because sometimes out of their minds, they've got some really good ideas. So I thought, I'm going to go with it today. I'm going to talk about 7 of my fragrances as of right now that I just can't stand. I'm going to tell you why they don't work for me. So if you want to find out which 7 in this great big collection I have, then stick with me on the other side of the intro. You know what to do. Let's go!
Scott Aromatico knows his stuff. Fragrances he loves enough. Every scent a story told. Unique perfumes, brave and bold.
Hey everyone, welcome to the fusion of entertainment and fragrances. It's yours truly, Scott Aromatico. Welcome to the channel. I hope wherever you are on this great big ball of mud that this video is finding you well. Well, as you can tell from the thumbnail you just clicked on and that amazing introduction, today we are talking about 7 fragrances that I just can't stand. And I'm going to put that caveat in there as of right now, because my mind always changes. Sometimes I come back to a fragrance and it grows on me. Sometimes I come back to one I like and I just can't stand. So as of right now, these are 7 fragrances I just can't stand. I don't like, I hate them, whatever you want to use, and why they don't work for me. Okay, some of these pain me to say this, but these are just the facts and these are just the truth. And I know here on this channel, you guys want me to be honest. So coming up at number 1, and these are in no particular order, this is one of those ones that pains me to say this, but here's a fragrance that just doesn't work for me. I can't find an occasion to wear it. It doesn't really work on me. I love the artistry of it, but let's go ahead and talk about it. It's this fragrance right here by Zoologist called Camel. And I think for a lot of people, these fragrances just aren't wearable. That's not true of every single one, and I know that. And I know some of you are fragrance connoisseurs and love these fragrances. And let's face it, doesn't matter if I don't like it. They are award-winning fragrances from award-winning perfumers. Man, sometimes they just don't work. And this one right here doesn't work for me. Now, the bottle is iconic, and I know they've changed the bottle. And I don't really like it, but they didn't ask me, and they don't care what I think. So the bottle is different now. I like this one better. And guys, I love the packaging, the storytelling, everything about these fragrances from Zoologist are so cool. Man, if you want to smell like a camel, this is your fragrance right here. And basically what you're going to get with this one is you got to kind of imagine being in the desert where it's really hot and warm. So you're going to get that warmth coming from amber, and you're going to get this dryness coming from this fragrance. You're going to get some dried fruits like dates. You're going to get a lot of spiciness as if you were like passing by a spice market. And it's just a lot of musk and animalic musk. And man, this one is just, although the presentation is amazing, it is so challenging. And honestly, this really does smell like a dirty animal. And I think maybe it's just that animalic musk, maybe coming from civet or whatever it is. This one doesn't work for me. I wanted it to work for me, but I'm going to keep it in my collection just because it's basically, this house is for collectors in my opinion. And like I said, they do make some that you can wear that are wearable. I think Seahorse is pretty good. But guys, comment down below if you have any experience with Zoologists. What are some of your favorite from there? But also tell me if you've got one from there that just doesn't work. Like I tried Rhinoceros. That thing blew me away. So guys, Zoologists, as of right now, most of their fragrances just don't work for me. But I love keeping them on the shelves as collector items. Camel is the first fragrance. Here's another one. Pains me to say this. You all know who Redolessence is, right? He is one of the biggest fragrance YouTubers on the planet. You all know, may he rest in peace, Brooklyn fragrance lover. And I know he changed a lot of your lives. I know a lot of you love him. I know his reviews were spectacular. But this fragrance that came out with Redolessence and Brooklyn fragrance lover, Redbrook Underground, man, this one just doesn't do it for me. I mean, as soon as you spray it, you get a lot of citrus. There's some strong ginger, pink pepper, patchouli, vetiver. There's even a white chocolate note in here, which I have not picked up yet with my nose, but there is a white chocolate note in here. But I think what's killing this fragrance, and this is just my opinion, is that seaweed note. You mix that seaweed note in there with the ginger, and then that earthiness that comes from the vetiver and the patchouli. Something about this fragrance just doesn't work. Like as soon as you spray it, it does have this effervescent, sparkling feel to it, but it goes right to that seaweed, and it's just, I don't know, man. This one stinks. It's not wearable. I wanted to like it. I even let it sit and came back to it to see if maceration or maybe my taste would change. But man, this one right here kind of broke my heart. But I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to get rid of it because I have a special place for Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Stephen Redolescence has come on this channel and helped me do videos many times before. So I'm always going to keep it in my collection for nostalgia's sake. But man, this one's not wearable. I just don't like it. What do you guys think? Have you tried Redbrook from Redolescence and Brooklyn Fragrance Lover? And what do you think about the fragrance? All right, the next fragrance is an absolute beast mode fragrance. So what you pay and what you get for this fragrance is definitely worth it. I wanted to like this one because I love fall winter scents. I love gourmand fragrances, and this one by Kerosene called Follow is so freaking potent and overpowerful. It'll blow up your nose. You got to be careful on the sprays because man, it'll just blow out your nose buds, if you will. And this one is so powerful. It's got roasted coffee, vanilla. It's got some maple in it, and it's just warm. But the problem is the coffee in here is just like this burnt, bitter, just really powerful coffee scent. And it's just like a dark coffee as well. And for me, this is a bit challenging. And not only is it challenging, but it's potent. It just pops off your skin and it lasts all day. Maybe you guys might like something challenging like that, and maybe you like kind of a photorealistic, burnt, kind of dark coffee feel. If you do, you'll like this one, but it is not for me. I have a hard time wearing it, but it definitely belongs in any beast mode fragrance video because it'll last all day. And I'll tell you what, my wife smelled this one and absolutely fell in love with it. So it just goes to show you how subjective this hobby is. Here is probably a very unpopular opinion because I've even said this and I've heard some of you say this, and this is one of those fragrances. You guys ever watch Seinfeld where there was this woman that Jerry dated where some light she looked very beautiful and then in another light she looked kind of ugly? That's a funny episode, but that's what this fragrance reminds me of because sometimes I really like it and then other times I come back to it and I freaking hate this fragrance. But this is Moschino Bad Boy, and this fragrance gets pulled out a lot during Valentine's Day because it's a rose fragrance, or anytime somebody's doing a video on roses, this one gets pointed out. But man, this one is just, it can be challenging for me. You know, the rose is very forward in this fragrance, and I know a lot of you guys like that. It's fresh up top. You know, you've got the rose, there's warm amber, but I think what kills it is like it's so spicy. The spiciness and the rose, I don't know, something is bitter about this fragrance. It almost comes off as kind of like a harsh, rosy bug spray on my skin. My son loves it. So just like I said, it goes to show you how subjective fragrances are. This is one of his favorite fragrances. He likes it for the bottle and he loves the smell. I just can't get past it. And whenever I wear this, my wife turns her nose up at this fragrance and she just can't stand it. But sometimes this reminds me of a weird rosy bug spray, and sometimes I put it on and I'm like, you know what? I can see the niche quality in this designer fragrance, but I just go back and forth on this one. And as of right now, I just don't like it, guys. What do you think about Toy Boy? Is it one of your favorite rose fragrances? And do you think it deserves to be a Hall of Famer, or do you guys just not like it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Here is a summer staple. Every time y'all make videos about white party or citrus fragrances or summer fragrances, this is one of the hottest fragrances on the market. This is John Varvatos Artisan Pure. And you know, I liked this one at first, but it kind of lost its luster with me. There's a lot of citrus, and I think what I don't like about it is how herbal and herbaceous it is. There's a lot of green going on, and then you mix that greenness and that herbaceousness, you know, the herbalness. You mix all that together, and then with the ginger, I don't know. And then it's kind of got this weird soapiness that I don't like about it. I wish it was just a little bit sweeter. I wish the citrus wasn't as like winey, but it's woody, it's musky, and to me, it's just kind of harsh and almost has like an artificial feel. And I know most fragrances are conjured up in the lab and nobody's really sourcing real materials anymore. I mean, everybody tells you they do, but like this fragrance just kind of has an artificial feel, even though it may not be or it may be. I don't know what the case is, but that's just how I feel about it. So as of right now, it's not one of my favorites. It's a full bottle, but I'm going to keep it and just keep coming back to it to see if my taste change. And I will say this, the warmer it gets, it kind of does perform well in the warm weather. So, definitely give it a try and see what you guys think. This was a gift from a dear friend. He knows who he is. When I first got this fragrance, I was so excited. I love the house of Xerjoff. Who doesn't? They're one of the most incredible fragrance houses in the world, one of the most incredible niche fragrances. And this one right here, oh man, I don't know what to say about this one. At first, I liked it. This one right here by Xerjoff, the Mefisto, man, the citrus in here is good. It's aromatic, it's powdery, it's musky, it's woody. But what I don't like about it is how powdery it is. It kind of reminds me of baby wipes, and it's just got this weird metallic note in it. So you take that baby wipe feel and the metallic in this, I just don't like it. And you can see it's a full bottle. I've tried to like it. My wife sprayed it. She didn't like it either. But I'm going to keep it in the collection and keep coming back to it. It was a gift, so I'm going to hang on to it. But man, this one is it's different. What do you guys think about this one from Xerjoff? And I know there are several other flankers of this. Which is the best in the group? And guys, I am purposely going out of my way to not say the name of this. I'll put it on the screen because I'm going to butcher it. And I've tried 100 times, so you guys know what it is. It's the one with the bow tie. Here's the name on the screen. But yeah, this one kind of smells like metallic baby wipes. Just really, really weird. At least I was so excited to get this fragrance. It was my first one. I've had several other samples, but man, this one right here from Memo, had high hopes for this one, and it's a cool bottle. And I was like, this is going to be great for the fall and winter, but Winter Palace just doesn't do it for me. There's a lot of citrus. It's warm, it's sweet. There's a lot of vanilla in here. There's some leather touches. But what I don't like about it is that mates and that tea vibe, and then you mix it with the citrus. It just is weird to my nose and kind of off-putting. And so I'm hoping to come back to this and fall in love with it. It's a bit complex, but probably out of all the ones I've showed just now, it's one of my favorites. So, it's not the worst in the group that I've just showed, but it's still weird with that tea notes mixed with the citrus, and it's just strong. It's a strong fragrance. Like I said, a bit complex. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 7 fragrances that just don't work for me right now. I kind of hate them as we speak, but maybe they'll grow on me. And I was just curious, do you have any fragrances like that in your collection that maybe you blind bought, maybe just doesn't work for you, maybe they were a gift, maybe a relative bought them for you, and you just can't stand them? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below what are some of what are some of the 7 fragrances in your collection that you just can't stand. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. Let's help this video get out to more people and hit that thumbs up. Look forward to seeing you all in the next one. This is Scott Aromatico. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what's next, then make sure you smash that subscribe button. And for more content like this, you're more than welcome to follow me on all my socials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.